YouTube. So, first of all, first order of business here, I want to apologize for two things. One, for something that none of you care about. I want to apologize for not making a video recently, for letting it slide a while, because I've been involved with a play. It was a student-directed show, and I was kind of like a big deal, and everybody loved it, so that was great. Yeah, everybody was just like, "Yay, Felicia, you're so wonderful," and everybody, oh. So that's what that was. And then secondly, the sound of vacuuming out there in the hallway. I do want to apologize for that because, yeah, well, I have no control over it, but I know it can be frustrating to hear that sound. I think it's going away, though. Hi. I apologize to you for it, and then it leaves. I'm like magic. Speaking of magic, that was a really good transition. It's really good. So clever. Speaking of magic, I want to talk to you today about the magic of childhood and of the wonderment of being a kid and all the disappointments you face. Now, I'm going to talk about my personal disappointments because other stuff I can't relate to so much, like Santa, the Easter Bunny, Hogwarts, like those things I wasn't disappointed by. Like Santa, I always knew he wasn't real. I didn't even know he existed for the first 5 years of my life, and then I was like, who is this man that sneaks into my house at night? This man's never come into my house. What are you talking about? This man sneaks into your house in a red suit. Ew! I think he's a pedophile. I don't think he's gonna give you gifts. I think he's gonna, molest you in your sleep. And I felt the same way about the Easter Bunny, only it was a little more bestiality and a little less pedophile. But still not good. But yeah, no. I didn't have those things when I was a kid. So, and Hogwarts was kind of ruined for me. I read the first book and I was like, oh, this is really cool. This is really great. And then the place where I'm from, Palm Bay, Florida, aka hell, everybody there wanted to go to Hogwarts too. And I was like, I don't want to be with you people. I wanted to go to Hogwarts to get away from you people. If you people are going to be there, count me out. Do not want to be any part with you people. I hate you all. All of you. Well, not all of you, but 98% of the population of Palm Bay is strongly disliked by me. Hence why I didn't want to go to Hogwarts with any of them. Anyway, I have a list on my cute little cupcake. Aha! Cupcake list, cupcake list. I'll make a song. That'd be good. But all the childhood disappointments I faced. Alright. First one. This was kind of my biggest childhood disappointment. Well, maybe it wasn't my biggest, but it was one of them. It was up there. Popeye. Popeye eating spinach. When I was really little, I was so into Popeye. I thought he was the coolest thing ever. And he ate the spinach and he was like, big muscles, and punched down the wall. And I wanted to do that. I was like, if I eat spinach, I will be able to punch down walls. And I ate a whole can of spinach one day. I was home with just me and my dad. My dad didn't really watch me very closely when I was younger. So, shame on you. I ate a whole can of spinach in a minute. Just chugged the whole thing. And I was 3. And the only thing I got was sick. I got sick after eating a whole can of spinach. Didn't get muscles. Didn't get any Popeye powers. Just sick. So that was really disappointing. What else? Oh, yeah. Little Mermaid? Little Mermaid disappointed me because I wanted to be Ariel. In order to be Ariel, you have to have that cute red hair and stuff. And Ursula had the black hair when she was trying to get with Prince Eric. And so I didn't want to be a brunette because obviously brunettes are bad. Duh. And redheads are super cute. Super cute. So I was in kindergarten and I took this red Sharpie and I was like, I'm going to Sharpie my hair. But then I was like, what if the Sharpie's out of ink? Or doesn't have enough ink? Or it doesn't work on hair? And there was this little blonde girl sitting in front of me. So I just took a little bit of her hair and I colored it red. And it worked. And the blonde girl had red hair, like Ariel. And I was like, oh my god, if it works on her, then it's gotta work on me. So I just, for like 20 minutes, I'm just, and I looked and there was nothing there. I touched my hair and a bunch of red came out in my hand. I went outside, there was nothing, not even in the brightest light could you see this red. It was there because when I touched it, there was red all over my hands, but none in my hair. And I was really sad because I always wanted to be a redhead. And even now, the first box of hair dye that I bought was red. And did it work? No. I got lighter brown. So that's a childhood disappointment that's carried on to my adult life. And it's very upsetting. And it's very saddening. Because I wanted to be a redhead. Like Ariel. And the mermaid. And I can't. Alright, anyway, the fact that I wasn't a witch, and like I'm not talking about like the Hogwarts guy, I'm talking about like the evil, like bubble, tiled in trouble, cauldron, burn and fire, like Wicked Witch of the West. And she was like the only part of the Wizard of Oz that I liked when I was little. So, and I wanted to be evil so bad, like a little evil witch and like fly on a broomstick. And I jumped on this one broomstick and I just like jumped into the air and I fell and smacked my face on the broomstick. It hurt. And I was really mad that they would tell me that I would be a witch and I wasn't. I was really mad. Also, along the witch topic, I didn't get any magical powers. All these other people get like powers and like superheroes and like flying around the sky. I didn't get none of that. I wasn't powerful. I got bit by a spider once. I didn't turn into Spider-Man. When, Peter Parker was all like normal and stuff. Like maybe I needed to be nerdier or older when I was bit by a spider. But I got really excited. Because I'd seen like one episode of Spider-Man. And it was the one where he got bit. The little cartoon. And he got bit. And I was like, oh my god. I'm going to be Spider-Man now. Or like the spider female. And it didn't happen. I just had a bump on my arm and it hurt. A lot of stuff hurt when I was a little kid. Like a lot of the things I tried because I thought I could do it because on TV they could do it, like flying. I jumped off the couch, spread my arms, and just face planted. And I tried it multiple times. Like that's the saddest part. I tried it multiple times. Even though I knew it didn't work, I still kept going. I was like, one day, my powers just aren't fully realized yet. What was I thinking? My power, most kids are like, oh crap, I fell. Obviously I can't fly. I was like, my powers just aren't fully realized yet. Like, one day, it'll happen. You watch, you wait and see. It'll happen. And I was a smart kid too. Like, I watched Discovery Channel. I knew about stuff, and I knew most people in the world, I knew like no one I knew had these powers, and like no one on TV, aside from like the shows like you knew were fake, no one else had these powers. So why did I think I would have? I don't know. I thought I was special. I thought, I don't know, I was like wishful thinking, stupidity, just brain damage from hitting my face on the floor far too many times. I don't know. Also, school was very disappointing. High school, like, I think it was like around the time when I went into high school or right before high school, that High School Musical came out. It was like early in my years, before I went to high school sort of thing. Or like my first week of high school it came out. And I was like, oh my god, this is what high school's like. This is going to be so great. The theater kids are the ones like who are cool. And, like, everybody worships the theater kids, and, like, everybody sings and stuff, and, like, at first everybody's gonna be, like, really cliquey, but I'm gonna be with the cool clique, because the theater kids in High School Musical were the cool kids. Like, they were, like, the top dogs, and then there were, like, the basketball players, and then it was, like, everybody else. And I was really excited, because I was like, I'm gonna be a theater person. But that's not at all how it works. Theater people are like the bottom rung of the totem pole in high school. They're lower than the nerds because people are like, well, at least with the nerds, like, they're gonna amount to something someday. The theater people are just gonna become waitresses, so you might as well get used to ordering them around now. That was really upsetting. And, like, I'm a theater major, like, talking about how I'm gonna become a waitress one day. Getting my degree in waitressing. But yeah, that was disappointing. Also love. Love in movies is a lot easier than in real life. Like, the first guy I had a crush on, I was like, okay, if I just sing about him and, like, sit around thinking about him a lot, we'll fall in love. Because that's what happens in Disney movies, right? Like, they just sit there and they're like, oh, I see you, and I like you, and I'm gonna sing a song about you, and I'm gonna think about you, and I'm gonna, like, sell my soul to someone for you, and we're gonna get together, and we're gonna live happily ever after. And first of all, maybe I did this wrong because, like, I couldn't find anyone who wanted to buy my soul. So maybe that's the problem, is that I haven't found someone to buy my soul yet. That's probably what it is. It's Disney, they're always selling souls or dying or something before. So I have to die or sell my soul. And then that'll work, right? No, that won't. No, but Disney movies, like, make it seem like it's so easy. Like, you just meet them and you love them. I've met a lot of people, and I haven't loved a lot of people. I've hated a lot of people. I think Disney should put that in their movies. Be like, I hate at first sight. I see you, and I hate you. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I hate about you, but I hate you. All of you. Everyone. Because you're from Palm Bay. That's what that is. Yeah. But no, like, that's deceiving. Although I like now with, like, Brave and stuff, like, she, she's like, screw you guys, I don't want to get married, what you talking about, woman? Like, that's quality. Because that, that's like, oh, well, I'm not going to just see some random guy and fall in love with him. I might see a bunch of random guys and feel nothing towards them at all. And just want to shoot arrows into the wind and let my hair blow. Like... And that's good too. That's a non-Disney disappointment. But what else do I have on here? Oh yeah, like video games. When I was a kid, everybody was playing video games, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're like games you play on video. Like, they're like, that's really cool. Let me play them and see what these are all. I was so ADHD that I couldn't even focus on a video game long enough. Like, I couldn't concentrate. I was just like, I want a sandwich. Sandwiches are made from bread. Bread has wheat. Sometimes wheat tastes really good. Wheat is grown in fields. And sometimes the crops are devastated by locusts. And like, this is what I have in my mind, and I wasn't even looking at the screen, and I would have died, and I would still be just zoned out, not even, and I would look and I'd be like, I died like 20 minutes ago. What am I doing? How did I not catch this? But I was also that kid that had to read like 6 different books at a time because I couldn't focus on one storyline. I'm so everything everywhere. That's why I have my cupcake list. But this video would not be about childhood disappointment. It would be about something else. Like locusts. Yeah, so those are all my disappointing childhood memories. Happy spring, because it's springtime, and I will be going home in like 2 weeks or so. So I'm really excited. I don't want to go home because I don't like Palm Bay, but I want to go home because I'd like to eat food that my mom makes because it's better than D-Hall. And I'd like to see the doggies because they're so cute and I miss them so much. And and like see some friends, like the 10 people I still like from high school, see them. And and then that's also gonna mean more videos and maybe some makeup stuff, and I have to do a tour of St. Augustine at some point, and So that's gonna be really exciting, and I'm really excited, and I have to stop this video now because it's almost 50 minutes, and I love you all. Bye, 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 bye.